Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that's going to let you make one super easily. And then you can distribute it everywhere and even earn money doing this. All in one place. And it's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and even edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard.
Ever since we discovered Spotify for Podcasters, it's been really great. Really get the people involved and ask questions and get ideas for new podcasts. So it's really helped us. And I highly recommend you give it a try. So download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
Of age is like you can make your own decisions in life without parental guidance. 18,
16?
18. We're not in Atlanta.
Georgia is 16.
We're not in Atlanta. That's what I said. We're not in Atlanta. This is 18 and up. Look,
Atlanta.
We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words, and probably some things that might offend you. But
don't listen to this.
Can't wait till you listen.
Yeah, don't.
If you're 18 and up,
don't do it.
If you're 18 and up.
Yeah.
So for today, ladies and gentlemen, we have for you the Freemasons. I know this is like the great shrouded mystery of the Freemasons, but I wanted to take it back to the beginning, back so we even know, because I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know
Nobody
what the
knows
fuck
what the fucking
Freemasons were or what they are.
Well,
You just hear about a bunch of conspiracies, but you don't really know what the fuck this is.
Well,
Like,
didn't Nick Cage?
I'm pretty sure Nick Cage is the original Freemason.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
On Con Air.
Yeah.
Like when
The bunny.
Freemasons gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
let's ride.
That's right.
Love it. That was like 7 memes.
That was literally
in
all
one,
the
7
memes?
Yeah, all in one.
All right, so what does Freemason mean? So Freemason is actually, I guess, the earliest documents that refer to Freemasons are written in Latin. So I'm going to shittily say some Latin words to you.
Shittily?
Shittily.
Wow, okay.
That means in the fashion of shit. that I'm going to say
Shittily.
shittali. It's an adjective.
Yeah.
So sculptores lapidam liberam.
Oh my God.
Magister latimus liberam patrarum. Maestra Mason the Friendship here.
Honestly, it sounds like you're doing a Hogwarts spell.
I am. 100%.
Wingardium
Liberum.
Actually, it was not that bad.
No, so those are pretty much, that is all relating to the Freemasons, but pretty much what it means, they all signify a worker in freestone, a grainless sandstone, or limestone suitable for ornamental masonry. Masonry being working with stone or brick.
Okay.
Like the ancient way of building shit out of fucking bricks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what Freemasons
work with
Do we
stone.
know what year we're talking about?
I mean, these texts, the oldest one is from 1212.
Damn.
That's from London, and then it goes in like 1391, 1351. So those are the earliest official English documents. So needless to say, like back in the day, like being a Mason was a pretty legit job. It was like almost being an architect in today's world.
So if you were, I don't know, you had a family, and you were like,
family.
I need to build a house or an addition. You would hire a Mason.
You would hire a Mason. You have to.
Yeah.
In order to build anything, you had to fucking hire a Mason. Mostly is to do with large scale buildings, especially England is a lot of this. So to build all the cathedrals and all the shit, all Masons, they literally would have to draw this shit on. They'd map it out like they're architects.
Yeah.
But
for a second at the beginning, I thought you were talking maybe they were sculpting stone and shit.
No, they're actually.
But it was like brick and concrete.
In actual stone, but they would literally have to draw out, and this is before you had fucking AutoCAD, like you know, where you're just like, do the physics calculations for me. They had to do this all in their head on paper.
Shit.
So it's pretty impressive. It's super impressive they were able to do what they did back in the day.
Right.
So back in the day, a medieval master mason, so that's someone who was a master at masonry. They would be required to undergo what passed for a liberal education in those days. So what that means is, so in England, they'd have to leave home at 9 or 10 years of age, already literate in English and French, educated at home or at the petty school, which is like, in essence, like middle school for kids. From then until the age of 14, they would attend a monastery or a grammar school to learn Latin, or as a page in a knightly household would learn deportment in addition to his studies. So pretty much they're getting fucking trained as kids. It's like child labor. Like, from 9 or 10, you're instantly you have to live with other people.
Yeah, you got to leave home, which is
you got to
crazy.
do this whole thing.
Do you know what it takes to become master? Like a master.
I'm sure there was.
Do you know what I mean?
There's probably like different levels, different degrees of
assuming.
masonry, and then you get to the master, I guess, or whatever.
So
like, IW master mason.
No, but this is like back in the day. In order to be an actual mason, this isn't Freemasonry. This is just masonry in general. In order to be to build the cathedral, this is what you have to do. Like your parents got to be cool with this. Take him.
Yeah,
he's 9.
Yeah,
he'll be ready.
But they probably back in the. I mean, maybe you're going to get into this, but they would probably stay in the family, right?
So between the ages of 14 and 17, they would learn the basic skills of choosing, shaping, and combining stone. And then between the ages of 17 and 21, be required to learn by rote. Rote means like, it's like just exact. It's almost like verbatim.
Yeah.
A large number of formal problems in geometry. So like they're literally being trained from the age of 9. They're already 21 now. They're just learning geometry. So 3 years as a journeyman would often finish with the submission of a master work dealing with a set problem in construction or design. At this point, he was considered qualified, but still had a career ladder to climb before attaining the status of master mason on a large project.
I see.
So like you had to work your fucking whole life just to be able to build some shit.
Yeah.
Years just in. Yeah. Okay, so 9 to 21. Okay, that's 12 years. Just to be able to be on the stepping stone to be
that's insane.
So that just shows you the importance and how much they put behind this.
Yeah.
So
9 to 21, that's
all you do.
12 years
every day. Just
jeez,
dude. And you don't learn geometry until you're 14.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
I'm like hiring people right now for my role. We don't have to talk about my job, but I'm hiring them and they have 18 months
experience.
Yeah, experience. But this is 12 years.
12 years, and you're not even a master
specific, specialized, day in, day out.
Bricklaying.
Wow.
Role.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so originally Masonic lodges, now we're starting to get into more Freemasonry. So Masonic lodges were only for actual Masons, people who were actually...
So these are lodges that they would have just for Masons.
And
they'd be like, hey,
a lodge is
you're
like
a Mason, I'm a Mason, let's go grab a beer.
Yeah, a lodge is it's just like a place. It's like a building. It's like a hangout. It's almost like a bar. You can consider it like a bar.
Yeah, okay.
So Freemasons are actually the oldest fraternal organization in the world. So
fraternal's like
a fraternity, but fraternal actually means men only. That's actually if you look at the definition of fraternal, it means men only.
Yeah.
So beginning in the early 1700s, now to date, it's actually the largest worldwide secret society. While some people dispute that it's actually a secret society, it does conceal many of its rituals, customs, and activities from the public. So I think that's why it's commonly known as a secret society, because shit's like on the low.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it's secret, it's got conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
If it's secret.
But here's a big question, and maybe you'll answer it. But can I go join one now?
I mean, I think you can.
Yeah.
But I think in order to join Freemasonry, I may be speaking out of turn here, but I think you actually have to know someone
Oh, it's a sponsor thing.
Yeah, like someone has to be like, hey, I vouch for this person to join the group. I think that's like how
I was reading up on it. I before we were going to do this, I didn't see anything about that. I think you could just join. But you
figure it's like a Series 7. You know, you get a little sponsor. Yeah. You get a guy.
Take a test.
Yeah, take a test.
But you got to go through not the rituals. What's the word I'm talking about? The initiation. Don't they have that too?
I have. We're going to get to that.
All right. Sorry, we're jumping.
We're jumping the gun here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, right on.
All right, so originally, Freemasonry evolved from the guilds of stonemasons, like which we just mentioned, how it started as like they were just masons and lodges, and cathedral builders of the Middle Ages. So with the decline of cathedral building, some of these lodges of operative masons began to accept honorary members to bolster their declining membership. So they're like, we need the cash. Like,
we need
join the group,
number.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a few of these lodges started to develop like symbolic and speculative Freemasonry. That's where Freemasonry kind of evolved from these lodges of actual stonemasons, and they started to kind of do some other shit.
Yeah.
You know? So the 17th and 18th centuries adopted the rites and trappings. Trappings means signs or features. So a rite is like something you do. It's almost a ceremonial. You could almost call it a ritual. A rite is almost like a ritual.
Oh, okay.
It's like a thing that you do. Like, for example, if I'm a football player and it's like my rite before every game is to, I got to tap my shoes and tie them 3 times.
Yeah,
like
it's kind of like a ritual. Yeah,
yeah. So it's almost like a ritual.
Yeah.
So they adopted
Almost like a superstition.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So in the 17th and 18th centuries, these lodges started to adopt these types of rituals from ancient religious orders and chivalric brotherhood. Chivalric just means chivalry, like a chivalrous, like almost like a knightly brotherhood.
Yeah. Okay.
So in 1717, the first Grand Lodge was founded in England.
Wow.
So a Grand Lodge is like the main. It's like a almost
the top.
It's like a
top.
Almost like the ruling body of the similar lodges in the area. So it's almost like
like the main
It
office.
almost sounds
like how I
like,
explain it, like-
and it almost sounds like, and I'm gonna stop you, but it almost sounds like this is a bro club.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Back in the hundreds of years ago, is hey, let's get out of the house. Do you know what I mean?
My
And,
wife thinks I'm at work.
Yeah, no, and I gotta go because I'm
Honey,
initiating
the Grand
John.
Lodge is meeting. I gotta go.
Yeah. Billy needs to be initiated.
No, Billy.
I gotta do it.
Oh, Billy.
So I gotta head down to the lodge.
All right, so technically I have the definition for you.
Okay,
So a Grand Lodge is the overarching governing body of a fraternal or other similarly organized group in a given area, usually a city, state, or country. So it's not just specific to Freemasonry. It could be anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's as long as like Grand Lodge is like, it's like the main body.
Right.
But yes, it's definitely a bro club.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Sounds like a bro club.
100%. Bunch of bros trying to drink some mead.
Yes.
Trying to get
By
lit.
the way, have you had mead?
I have. It's fucking delicious.
What does it taste like?
It's mead is
It's
like
beer?
It's honey based.
Oh,
So it's like it's a liquor from
One
honey.
of those like a dessert wine type shit.
No,
Like
no,
a brandy
no,
beer?
it's like
it's like a
it's like a beer, but
it's a beer.
instead
Okay.
of using fucking corn, they used honey. Instead of using barley, honey is the main thing. It's like
why
ancient.
is that not a thing here?
Because it was fucking ancient technology.
No, I know, but like, why is that not a thing? Like, can we not go to a mead bar?
I mean, we could find one. I'm sure.
We gotta find one next
All right,
episode.
Free mead.
If anybody knows where a nearby mead
bar.
bar, just get some mead. Wouldn't that be rad?
That'd be super
What are
fucking
you doing? What are you
We're
doing
gonna get
Saturday?
fucking back on topic, boys.
I'm going to a mead place.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. All right, so there are numerous like theories, speculations of alternative histories and beginnings of the Freemasons, dating back to ancient Greek mathematicians, Euclid and Pythagoras, and the Pythagoras
Jesus.
theorem, even back to the Knights Templar, ancient Egyptians, even Moses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of speculation, but the generally accepted history is what I'm giving you right now.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
quote unquote,
Yeah.
Right.
this is where it came from, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
yeah.
I just wanted to give you as a backstory. So, Freemasonry, literally since its inception, it has encountered a considerable opposition from organized religions, especially, most specifically from the Roman Catholic Church. So, Freemasonry is not a Christian institution. It is actually it often has been mistaken for such. Like a lot of people think it's Christian as like their baseline like belief system, but Freemasonry contains many elements of a religion in itself, teachings that pretty much promote morality, charity, obedience to the law of the land. Like, yeah, like it promotes those types of things, but it's actually technically not a religious organization. So while it has a lot of,
it doesn't believe in a supreme being.
Well, they actually do.
No, they do.
They do.
That's actually like,
but isn't that what,
right?
dude? Isn't that what religion is?
Dude, it's weird. Okay. I'm going to tell you,
like, how do you define
it's
But I don't think they say a specific supreme being.
Exactly.
Right?
So they're not,
Okay.
and I'm going to get into this later in this, you'll actually get a little more data, but like, they're just not saying that it's Christian specific.
Right.
Okay.
Even though they do believe in all that, 100%.
Yeah.
But
they're just not saying it's Christian specific.
Yeah. Okay.
But they did say no Catholics. Is that what you said?
No, the Roman Catholic Church.
Everybody else is fine. But
Yeah.
no Catholics.
No, the Roman Catholic.
So we're not saying, Christian, but everybody that's not Christian, you're not welcome.
Can't sit here.
Saints taken. Saints taken.
No, this means that the Roman Catholic Church was like opposing them.
Oh, okay.
So like the Pope was probably like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna you're not gonna build cathedrals."
No, that's right. He did. Like, I don't remember which Pope, but it was one of the popes that did actually, come out against it at some point. I don't remember.
Really?
I think so.
The
Yeah.
Freemasons?
Yeah.
Like a pope came out and said they actually coined or they said the term.
Yeah.
We don't agree with the Freemasons.
Yeah, he came out with it was a whole
against
thing.
you.
Yeah.
So, in most Masonic traditions, the applicant for admission is required to be an adult male.
Done.
But listen.
Here we go. No, check.
All applicants must also believe in the existence of a supreme being and in the immortality of the soul.
Check.
So, like I'm saying, that was it.
That's it? Those are the only two things?
No, but I was told you I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
About the religious thing. It's like they do believe in a supreme being, they do believe in the immortality of the soul, but it's not specific to Christian.
I see.
Right.
I see. And
So
is
in the
it
Roman
white? Let's be honest. Is it white only?
White Anglo-Saxon male.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So you believe in a supreme being.
You have no melatonin in your skin.
Yeah. You have a receding hairline. And you're white.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
Jorge's like, ¿Qué pasa, güey? And they're like, we don't know what the Freemasons are, bro. Next door.
Los gratis Masons.
What?
So anyways, on a side note,
Yeah.
as I mentioned before, Freemasonry is you had to be an adult male.
Okay.
So for a very, very
Sorry,
long
I feel like there's so much more here.
No, I'm saying for a very long time.
Yeah.
For a very long time, Freemasonry was only males.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add this in because we love our female listeners. We love you.
20% female demographic.
So there's a thing called co-masonry. So co-masonry means they accept both men and women.
No way.
So this started in France.
No offense, but no way. This is like 1400s.
Listen to me. This
Literally,
is later in
the
time.
women couldn't do anything
No,
then.
this is way later in time.
Yeah,
I just
really?
wanted to add this in as an aside. So
This is 1984.
no, this is literally 2021. No, so it was started in France by a chick named Maria d'Erasmus.
Okay.
This is in the late 1800s. It actually it spread to England in 1902. There was all kinds of shit that went down in existing lodges. People were resigning and weird shit happening. So in 1908, there was a formation of a new Grand Lodge, which it was called the Honorable Fraternity of Antient Masonry. So under a clergyman, the Reverend Dr. William Frederick Cobb, as Grand Master of that lodge.
Yeah.
He retired. He was like, "Yo, I retire."
Yeah.
Then they elected their first ever female Grand Master. The first time it's ever happened.
Okay.
Huh.
So then
In 1905
this was
or
this was
2
in
or whatever.
1908.
1908.
1908.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
is 200
Yeah.
fucking years later.
Yeah.
And so then they
This is in England still? Did you say that?
No, this was in this is in England. Yes,
France,
So
yeah.
it began in France, spread to England, and this is where this started happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they reverted back to the original legal meaning of brotherhood. The members pretty much
Sisterhood.
the members addressed each other as brothers since 1908, and then
Even the girls?
yeah, still they call each other brothers. Yeah, and then
That don't make any sense.
I don't know what to fucking tell you, bros. This is the data. I'm just a guy. I'm a dude playing a dude, pretending to be another dude.
No offense.
No, but seriously.
No offense. Okay.
So, anyways, so in 1913, tensions were still kind of shitty with like a bunch of these lodges.
Yeah.
So they actually ended up splitting. So there's a lot of politics that goes along with these lodges.
Yeah.
So they ended up, a couple of these lodges wanted to split and like create higher degrees, which we'll get into very shortly. So they pretty much went into the Royal Arch. So the Royal Arch, which, like I said, we'll get into later, that was another kind of branch of Freemasonry. And then, so then these people left. They left that lodge to form the Honorable Fraternity of the Ancient Freemasons. So now both these societies are exclusively female. So now there's actually multiple societies that are exclusively female.
Yeah.
No males at all.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of
that.
So it's kind of like the it's Christianity. So you go off into different branches.
Exactly.
Is that pretty much what we're talking about?
It's a very good analogy.
Well, kind of because the only
you got like
only
Latter-day Saints. You got
No,
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying, what Sean's saying is that it's still the whole thinking and the way of acting of Freemasonry, but they just separated the chicks and the guys.
No. It's we're gonna get into it really shortly, but the shit's bizarre.
Okay.
There's like these motherfuckers are all over the place.
Yeah, that's
right?
why I think it gets complicated.
Yeah,
It gets super complicated.
Yeah.
It's not just Freemasonry. It's
Right.
like there's
Straight.
30 different sects of Freemasonry.
So just to catch everybody up, because I'm very new to this, and just making sure I understand. So what would be the point of us? Like, what would be the point of you joining this, Jorge?
For the Brotherhood.
So like the camaraderie.
It is like a fraternity. It's like
fraternity,
you join a fraternity. You
So
have
it is a frat house from 19
to get out of the house,
from
drink some
1717.
beers.
Yeah, have some beers.
Yeah.
Make connections.
Exactly.
Get a sweet job
Okay.
after graduation.
Okay, so we're
It's like,
being
hey guys, I'm a Mason and I need a job. I'm like,
They're like,
I'm
I
gonna
got
go hook
you,
up with the other
Playboy.
Masons.
Secret handshake.
So it's like it's like a 400-year-old union.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like a 400-year fraternity.
Yeah.
Fraternity. Okay, that's a better
Okay.
word. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
a union.
Fraternity
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's work related. So that's why I use the word union.
It is work related. You're right. It is like a union with no benefits, with no bennies.
yeah.
It's like a union with no bennies.
It's like the railroad union, but it's
but they don't negotiate your pay.
I'm just trying to understand what's the appeal?
I can imagine the appeal in the 1700s when you actually were a Mason. You're like, yo, these are my homies.
Yeah, these are my guys that
But like,
they know what
in
we
like
do.
2022, 2023, I'm like,
What's the
No, it's
do
just
you guys
all about
have like Sam Adams
connection.
on tap or what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 2022 is or
So it's like a
2023.
club.
Shit.
Okay,
It's a
good.
club.
So it's a
It's a
club,
club.
that you decided to join, and it originated from similar work.
Exactly. That's exactly
Okay, good. Okay.
So pretty much, so when I mentioned like the Honorable Fraternity of Ancient Masonry, so they stopped having male, guys join, and they restricted to only female. The last male member left in 1935.
Wow.
Because they didn't kick the dudes
revolt.
out that were already in,
Yeah.
And so the older society, having started working higher degrees, changed its name in 1958. Appending the Order of Women Freemasons, as they're known today. So now it's the Order of Women Freemasons. So I just wanted to add that
Can
in
you
there.
imagine? Can you imagine your?
If I was, I'm not
So
gonna say it.
you've been part of a club for 30 years,
And now it's
it's all
only.
women, and you're the only one.
You're
like
I'm gonna
you're the
retire.
last dude.
You're like, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up from this.
It's been real.
yeah.
I have no one to talk to anymore, so like I'm dead. So, anyways,
Okay.
so this is another little side note because
Yeah.
we were kind of talking about this earlier with the Jorge joke because he's Spanish.
Yeah.
So in practice, some lodges have been charged with prejudice against Jews, Catholics, and non-whites.
So it's a white club.
It's a white club, but you
It's a
can't
white
be
club.
Catholic or Jew.
Yeah.
it's like ridiculous.
So what can you be?
Only
a,
white.
A Christian white?
White only.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian white.
We're not saying it got to be
Yeah.
Christian and white, but
But you can't be
Yeah.
not Christian.
Maybe one atheist out of the 100. I'll let you in.
As long as it's white.
Yeah, I'll let you in, you white guy.
So generally, Freemasonry in Latin countries has attracted those who question religious dogma or who oppose the clergy, Whereas in the Anglo-Saxon countries, the membership is drawn largely from among white Protestants.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it started. It started in the Anglo-Saxon countries.
Yeah.
White Protestant males are the key demographic.
Man, you know what's crazy is the more podcasts we do, the more horrible white people seem. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm asking you too.
100%.
Is that the thing?
No, yeah.
Because like every episode we've done, literally the white people are like the
We need to find some like Hispanic and some black conspiracies.
Yeah, like
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
You know,
fully.
honestly, what we should do.
But you know, they just don't exist.
We should
'cause
do. I know,
we don't-
Candyman.
because you're hot.
Candyman was
Yeah, we
like
just don't roll like that.
You know, we should just find like a black serial killer story.
Because there's none. They're only
doesn't
white
make any
dudes.
sense.
It's
Only
true.
serial
I'm so
killers are white. It's
complicated.
bizarre.
There, you know, the Hillside Strangler was Mexican.
The what? The who?
Hillside Strangler in L.A.
He was
Mexican.
He was like 20% Mexican. Though.
he was like
Chicano.
80%.
Well, like,
Homie
look,
looked exactly.
here's the thing. I love white people because my dad's white and he's the best guy I know. So like, I love that guy.
There you go.
And I'm, you know, so like the black half of me is like, white dudes are cool.
Yeah.
White dudes are dope.
Well,
I love them.
you have both pictures.
I know.
You have, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but that's now. Like, and the
I'm
more we go
looking
back
at
on
the
these stories and these conspiracies, you're right,
Yeah.
man.
White
It's
people
like,
are fucking
White
assholes.
people, yeah, white people have.
Well, when you rule the world, you're gonna be the only assholes
know,
that
that's
are.
true.
Like,
That's
you're the
true.
only person you can blame are the assholes who are in charge.
True.
So that does make sense. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna get into the various things of like the different degrees and the hierarchy of Freemasonry.
Yeah.
So here's where things get weird.
Okay.
Because
Love
it's
it.
like it's just different.
Yeah.
So in most lodges, in most countries, Freemasons are divided into 3 major degrees. Entered Apprentice, which is the first degree, Fellow of the Craft, and then Master Mason.
Wait,
Okay.
are we talking about now present time, or are we still back in the 1905?
No, this is from in the past to present.
Okay.
We're talking about in all time.
Yeah.
These are the
3 levels.
These are the breaks. In most lodges.
Most.
So, in many lodges, there are numerous degrees, sometimes as many as 1,000
People. Or members.
degrees.
What the fuck?
What?
I know. I told you this.
No way.
These degrees are superimposed on those 3 major divisions, so they're like within those
okay.
3 major divisions.
Yeah,
But it's still ridiculous.
It's like yeah.
300
It's like-
degrees
It's
every.
like college credits.
It's kind of like that,
You're
but
junior, but you got 77 credits. And then
exactly.
to get to the
okay.
senior, maybe.
Fine.
Yeah, all right.
So it's just not uniform from country to country. It's different from each sect to sect. It's different. So it's like
Sect?
there's like a sect, like a section.
Yeah.
So pretty much there's no standardized ranking system across the globe, or maybe that's what they want you to believe. So on the Freemasons website, I went to the website because
They have their own website.
they have their own website.
Today.
They actually have their own website for each state, but then there's a main national website. Like we should try.
We should.
As part of the research, we should try.
Honestly.
We should try to get in. They need diversity.
I could see you in that ritual.
I'm not.
Me?
You're
That's super racist.
Well, no, Eric,
Super white racism.
Eric, you're a white Anglo-Saxon male.
I would be honestly in
You're a
6
white
months I would be a
Protestant male.
master. They'd be like,
instantly
they're like,
master.
bring this guy up.
Yeah. Like Jorge comes in, they're like, we now appoint you to the janitor degree.
You're the.
He's like, wait, what?
You get 1 degree.
And I'm like, I'm the cook.
You're never really a member.
And fucking,
Sure, Sean.
Where are your dues?
Yeah.
Pay your dues quickly.
Sean, there's a 12-year entry. There's a wait list.
Sorry, it resets every 6 years. Sorry, bro.
By Valentine's Day, I'm a fucking master mason.
Eric's got 4 bars on his shoulders. It's fucking general.
I don't know what they do.
I don't know either.
he's a 1,000 degree black belt.
That's
Fucking
right.
Mason.
That's right.
1,000 degrees black belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me and Jorge are like, dude, can we get a drink, bro? Like, waiting for 20 minutes. So anyways, so on the Freemasons website, they literally, so here's how they break it down. And here's what they say for each of the 3 degrees.
Okay.
Because I wanted to give you exactly what they say, so I'm not being biased.
Yeah.
So the first degree, entered apprentice, straight from the website.
So what's the word? Enter?
Entered apprentice.
Entered
apprentice.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
self-explanatory,
like Enter Sandman. So it's, as a candidate's first experience with the ceremonies of the fraternity, this degree is intended to be an introduction to Masonry. It is, like all Masonic ceremonies, a solemn and meaningful event. The entered apprentice is entrusted with secrets of the Masonic order, which are all moral and ethical in nature. Why do they have to give that? Okay. Why do they have to give that little addendum? Like, they're all moral and ethical.
We promise.
We don't do any weird shit at all.
No. I think I don't mean to like shit on them. The first 30 minutes of this podcast has been us like joking about them, right?
Yeah.
But like maybe
they are good guys.
No. Maybe the entry level is hey, keep your shit together. Like maybe you can't be like a coke addict. You have to have morals. Yeah. You have to be somewhat of an up and up person to be part of our crew.
I understand that. It's just the way.
That makes sense? I know. It's funny the way it says.
Listen to the wording. This is the wording from the website. This is exact wording. The entered apprentice is entrusted with secrets of the Masonic order.
What are those secrets? That's what I want to know.
No, listen.
That's the thing.
Listen. Yeah. Comma. So that means addition, which are all moral and ethical in nature. Comma.
Oh, so it's like it's a disclaimer.
Yeah, it's a disclaimer. It's a disclaimer. They're all moral and ethical in nature.
I get it. So it wasn't about the person.
It wasn't about the person. It was about the secrets.
Just so you know, we're not doing.
Yeah,
I get it.
So that's why I think it was a little sketch to make that little blurb. They could have left that out and have been totally fine. Once a candidate completes the entered apprentice degree, he takes his first step as a Freemason and enjoys the title of brother.
Okay.
So now they say on the second degree, fellow craft. That's the second degree. So fellow craft is a term used by the ancient guilds of operative masons that referred to skilled members of the craft. A literal fellow of the craft. Within Masonry, the fellow of the craft references a more advanced search for Masonic wisdom, symbolism, and philosophy. For skilled craftsmen, this degree would have marked a person's progress from an apprentice to a journeyman, which brings it increased responsibility, learning, and work. Once completed, the candidate may advance to the third and final degree. So the third...
But I wonder how all this applies to the present time now, because... You know they're not fucking pumping out Masons like
shitting out degree.
But you know they might.
No.
But also now I think
the Freemasons are not.
I think now
it's not an active, thriving community.
I think now it's more of a fraternity. I think now it's more of a fraternity,
right?
As opposed to
that's what I think.
It was like, it's a group of dudes like who do work.
So I wonder, like, with all these things that you're going through and you're moving up to.
But what's crazy? But like, if you drive down the street, I bet you within 20 minutes you would find
a lodge.
Dude, no, there's a lodge. Dude, there's a lodge, right? There's a lodge off. There's a lodge.
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
There's
so
a lodge, bro.
it must be a thing.
So
but it's a thing. Like that. Like the buildings are here.
No, they're here.
Right?
Like they're everywhere.
No, that's for sure.
This is not an archaic thing.
No, it's a global organization.
Like,
it's global.
What the fuck? Like, you're talking about all these levels that they still got going on. And you still call them apprenticeship and journeyman and blah, blah, blah. And like, of what? What are you doing? Like
Masonry.
No.
That's what I'm still confused. We're halfway through the episode and I don't get it still.
Listen.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jorge, but I don't get it.
That's the thing. Like, I think they hide behind all this confusion. All these conspiracies are hiding behind the confusion.
Maybe there is a set of rules of, or no, like,
we're obviously
live
not
by
in it. Yeah,
no, I know, but and live by and like, be better person.
I think what they're
fine.
It's like an honest man. Thriving in society. That's what it seems like.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Like, actually, kind of behind that.
No, that sounds cool, right? Like, if that's what it was,
it's better than not having anything,
not what
right?
it is.
Like,
true, but here
you'd rather have a crew that is trying to better themselves, right?
True,
right?
Yeah. So there's nothing. I've yet to find anything wrong with it.
Well, let me-
This is the thing. And Eric believes whatever the fuck is on their website.
Eric's already a master mason.
Yeah.
Eric is 100% master mason.
Like that's cool.
Eric is literally bought in. Dialed in. Eric, the white Protestant male,
They are
literally
speaking to Eric directly right
He's
now.
like, this sounds like a group I want to be a part of.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it
Legit.
so far.
I'm
so
gonna tell
far,
my
I'm like, so far, there doesn't sound like to be anything wrong with it.
Okay, the third degree, Master Mason, this is what they say on the website. This is the PR
Yeah.
from them.
From them.
Not anything else. The third degree symbolizes man's maturity in life or age and his increase in knowledge and wisdom. The last of the lodge ceremonies, the Master Mason degree completes the initiation ceremonies into the fraternity, and the new Master Mason may enjoy both the rights and responsibilities of membership. Whatever.
That sounds awesome.
God, Eric. You are the demographic for like
yes.
this. A Master Mason has the right to visit lodges throughout the world, sharing in fraternal fellowship.
Dude, it's like a gym membership everywhere.
It's like anytime
I'm like in
fitness,
Chicago.
Anytime.
I'm in Chicago and I'm like, hey, I'm going to hit you up.
They're like, hey, brother.
Yeah.
No, but the funny thing is, on the website, they make a point to have black dudes on the
Oh,
website.
really?
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
Yeah.
They're like, they're with the times. They're woke.
Yeah.
They're not trying to get canceled.
No,
Oh, so
Like-
there's
no, there is. There's
I don't want to
100%.
say it, but like,
Dude, there's on the website. There's
jump in there. Mexicans
black
can
dudes
say
in
it.
There's black dudes full regalia.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I did see
100%.
that.
I've never met a
Oh.
black Mason.
I've
You've
never met a
any
real
Mason.
Mason.
What are you
I've
talking
never
about?
met any Mason.
I've never met a black person.
I'm literally doing the podcast with you, idiot. Like, I am black.
No,
That's
but
the funny
I
part.
did-
Yeah.
I did see that when I was researching for this episode of there's a YouTube video or something, but there was a black guy and they had a Hispanic guy,
Like
and
an
they had
Asian
and then they
dude,
had,
like-
no,
Yeah.
they had like 10 white guys.
They're all standing behind him.
They're like, you're doing good, Jamar. Just keep going.
Jamar.
Jamar. It sounds like an episode for that one. What was it? What are those guys? Peel and
Keenan and Peele.
Keenan and Peele.
Keenan
Yeah,
Peele.
Yeah,
So
kids
good.
key and Billy.
yeah,
so
that
good.
one.
So it says like
Orion. Orion.
no, it's Aaron.
Aaron.
How did you fuck that up?
I'm sorry. You know.
Anyways, so they can visit lodges throughout the world, sharing a fraternal fellowship with like-minded men who now share a common bond. One of the largest groups of Freemasonry is called the Scottish Rite.
Oh yeah.
So
That
the
sounds
Scottish Rite is
Heard of that?
is
good. No.
he just said it sounds good.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
It sounds
Sounds-
great. Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Dude, Eric is got
so sold.
He's hook, line, and
Sold on
sinker
this
for this
shit.
shit.
No, I'm literally waiting for this to end so I can sign up.
Eric is. I will literally call Eric tomorrow, and he'll be at the fucking lodge's door. So the Scottish Rite. So compared to the 3 degrees in standard Freemasonry, the Scottish Rite, an offshoot of Freemasonry, has 33 degrees. Now, most people have heard about this 33 degrees of Freemasonry.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Not me.
if you listen to conspiracies and stuff, like you've heard about 33 degrees of Freemasonry.
We are the conspiracy podcast, but we don't know anything.
I
about
have heard of it numerous times.
Okay.
Okay.
So 30 of these degrees are appendant degrees, or like added degrees, in that they are not higher in ranking, but lateral. So the little lateral rankings. They're not means like, oh, it's something.
You're not
Like,
in the
I'm a
next
colonel and you're a captain and I'm above you
Right.
type
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
So so this means that a member with the 21st degree in the Scottish Rite has the same ranking as someone of the 3rd degree in Masonry. So it means that you're all kind of the same. So granted, what they're saying is the 3rd degree of Masonry is a Master Mason. So even if you're a 21st degree, you're still a Master Mason. So you could think of these additional degrees as honorary, given to those Masons who have maintained consistent, significant participation with the order. These degrees are given based on merit and ability, although Master Masons cannot progress through these degrees without time and examination. To attain the 32nd degree, for example, a Freemason must have been a Master Mason for at least 14 years. Fucking 14 years. That's a long time.
Wow.
And have been elected Master of the Lodge and have satisfactorily served the Supreme Council. All right, so there are more than an estimated 160,000 members specifically of the Scottish Rite in the world. That's just the Scottish Rite. Now, only
in the world
of the Scottish Rite. Yeah. So it says with just about 4,000 of them holding the 33rd degree. So we're saying 4,000 people of the Scottish Rite have like the highest possible degree.
So they went full.
Yeah, they went
full for it.
Yeah, full.
Yeah, they went put in.
Now
they're lifers.
Yeah.
Or at least like a month.
But
no, you got to be in there for 14 years.
A minimum of 14. A minimum of 4 just to get the 32nd degree. You have to be in at least 14 years.
Wow.
Minimum. And
but what do you have to do for those 13 years?
You have to quote unquote satisfactorily do
I just have to
serve the Supreme Council?
Do you have to just send dues?
The what?
No.
No, you have to like what do you have to do for those 13 years?
You just got to satisfy
like send in a card and I'm like, here's my due.
All it says you have to have been elected by the Master of the Lodge.
Oh, so you need a sponsor.
The Master of the Lodge has to be like, yo, but you also have you have to have satisfactorily served the Supreme Council.
So it's a
whatever that
thing.
It's a political thing. It's like you're doing favors. You're like you get pulled over. So the first but anyways, the first 3 degrees are the same. Like they're the same. Okay. So up to Master Mason is all the same, but everything else gets like split.
Yeah.
So now we get into the weird fucking. So these are the 33 degrees. I'm gonna name them out.
Read all 33.
I'm gonna read all 33 for you.
Oh Jesus.
So it starts off. I'm gonna go real fast, like machine gun status.
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm just gonna read to you. So it starts off as the first. I'm only reading it just so you can hear like
all the things. Yeah. Okay.
So the first level is called the Lodge of Perfection. And so here's how it begins. Master Traveler.
But wait, real quick.
Okay.
This is not like confidential of their thing, right?
This is known data.
Like,
is this on their website?
This isn't from the website, but these.
But I mean, it's not like they wouldn't be offended by
this is what they're called. This is the names of the shit.
Yeah,
like,
I should be wondering. Like,
by
it wasn't
naming them this
it's
way.
not like
it wasn't
a
like
secret handshake we're about to
yeah.
do.
No,
No.
I didn't know if you hacked the system.
No, how the fuck would I do that?
No,
You joined, didn't you?
I'm not a white Protestant male.
Good pass.
So, anyways,
Eric got jealous for a second there.
Fuck you, Eric. Fuck you, piece of shit.
Will Smith.
Yeah, right. I'm like White Smith.
Bitch. White Smith. Honestly, you guys are like the exact.
I know.
Is he half black?
Oh yeah,
Will Smith.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Who's his mom?
No one's full black and that color, bro. Look at me.
He's pretty like
he's brown.
Vanilla latte.
Yeah,
like me. He's like me.
Yeah, he's darker than me.
Yeah,
he's darker than me.
He's darker than you.
If you had to put me in a Starbucks cup, what would I be?
You'd be like a Americano.
A flat white.
Americano that's black as shit.
No, you'd be a flat white.
No, a flat white.
Yeah, flat white. Super expensive.
No, Americano is just like it's like 90% like boiling water.
Yeah, but no, it's black.
I'd be like
Americano's
cappuccino.
Yeah,
you'd be a cappuccino for sure.
Cappuccino.
Yeah, you'd be like milk. just
leave the coffee
it's like
out.
half and half. Yeah. So, anyways, we start off with the Lodge of Perfection.
Yeah.
So it goes, and these are the 33. So these are like the ones that are above the 3rd degree, which is Master. So once you're a Master, here we go. Master Traveler, Perfect Master, Master of the Brazen Serpent.
You know what? You know. On the, even though we're only on the 3rd one, but it sounds like the Boy Scouts.
This sounds like the Boy Scouts?
Well, no. Listen to the first couple things.
Master of the Brazen Serpent?
Look at the first one. Master Traveler. It's like a badge.
True.
Eric.
It's like a, you know what I mean?
Fun fact, I was a Eagle Scout.
Fuck off.
Yes, I was.
You're an Eagle Scout?
Yes, sir.
That was the biggest echo I've ever heard.
Are you kidding? You're an Eagle Scout? Eagle?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to salute him?
Are you kidding?
You better salute me from now on.
Are you an Eagle Scout? Do you know how fucking hard it is to be an Eagle Scout?
It's pretty fucking hard.
Do you know he's an Eagle Scout?
I don't really care. I don't.
No, dude. Eagle Scout there's a very small percentage of people on Earth who are Eagle Scouts. You're an Eagle Scout?
I didn't know that. Yes, I am. Yes, 100%. 100%. I got all the fucking badges.
Are you kidding?
No.
Holy shit. Pause. Pause. Are you kidding?
I'm basically a Freemason at this point.
You're a Master Mason?
Hold on. Now I'm questioning it. You're an Eagle Scout.
Why is he fucking questioning me
Because
I'm
you're an Eagle Scout?
If you were white, you would take it without.
Exactly.
No, it's not a race thing, you dickhole. You're an Eagle Scout?
Yes.
Okay, how many times did you fucking say it, Eric?
I've never met an Eagle Scout.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Have you met an Eagle Scout?
I never cared. I still don't care. Like,
Dude, do you know what it is? It's like a huge deal.
It's the highest ranking of the Boy Scouts.
It's huge.
Fucking Boy Scouts. It's like whatever.
You
I didn't
get-
know it was that
you get-
huge of a deal. What do you mean?
I'm just saying you get the floor. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You're an Eagle Scout.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
Do not ask me that again.
He's serious.
Insane. It's mind-blowing.
Why would
to
he
me.
keep this lie up for so long?
It's not that I don't believe
No.
him. It's just that
100% not
it's
lying, not
awesome.
lying.
Like it's very like
I'm pretty sure I
I
still got
now-
all my fucking badges.
Really?
I got my little vest.
Yeah?
Hell yes.
dude, I actually feel like starstruck. You know what I mean? Nervous now. Like that's awesome, dude.
Because he's an Eagle Scout?
Yeah. Do you know what an you don't know. Sean doesn't know. Literally gonna put in all of our promotional pieces, Eagle Scout.
That we need to put it in our fucking
It'll be
bio.
like-
I'm not joking.
It'll be like two dads and an Eagle Scout.
Mexican Eagle
Yes.
Scout.
No, I'm literally gonna
No.
put instead of three dudes with a high school diploma,
Two dudes
it's
and
gonna
one
be
Eagle
two
Scout.
dudes and an Eagle Scout. I'm not kidding. You see, I'm fucking not joking at all. This is actually impressive to me.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Let's
dude.
go. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's fucking awesome.
I mean, kudos to you, brother.
Honestly, that's insane.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to be an Eagle Scout?
You just
So
gotta
mad
do a
at
bunch
Sean.
of shit.
Dude,
You
it
just
takes years.
yeah.
Years. Actually, years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Years and
I don't
years and
know,
years of work.
fucking-
And badges and
Thank you.
Okay,
congrats,
back
dude.
to the fucking podcast. Jesus
Yes.
I'm
Christ.
sorry.
Podcast time.
We get to know each other, and that's amazing.
I
That's
mean,
incredible.
God, you
That's
act
an
like you like
achievement.
won the Powerball. I'm like, my God.
How many Eagle Scouts are there on the planet?
I don't know, but I've only met probably like two other.
That's what I'm saying.
To your point,
That's what
yes.
I'm saying. It's
But I don't
fucking
go around
huge.
asking.
Can we please do the fucking podcast now? Like, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This shit never happens when you're
Oh,
doing
no,
it.
that's not true.
On a 20-minute tangent about fucking
That's-
Eagle
That's
Scouts?
because he's.
So then there's the Master of the Brazen Serpent.
This is the middle one.
This is number 3 of,
this is the top?
of the 30. No.
Oh,
Then there's
Jesus Christ.
Provost and Judge, Intendant of the Building, Master of the Temple, Master Elect, Sublime Master Elected, Master of Mercy, Master of the Ninth Ark, Grand Elect Mason. And that's not even all of them. That's like just a couple
So-
of like here's some of the stuff like, for example, the 17th degree of the Knight of the East and West teaches about the importance of seeking truth in our life path and avoid repeating past errors. I'm like, what does this shit even mean?
So
It's like,
weird.
the 18th degree Knight of the Rose Cruz of HRDM teaches laws of universality
What's
and tolerance.
HRDM?
I don't even know. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of weird shit. It teaches laws of universality and tolerance. Like,
It's crazy. It's almost like they were like trying to figure out life.
Like
Dude,
their own little.
they
like,
are. I think it really is based on like
yeah.
the reason we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
like
trying-
their own little.
Yeah, purpose. Yeah, but like purpose of like what? Why are we here and what
Their
are we
own
doing?
little like
So
religion
like
almost.
Yeah, and almost like
Yeah,
they
almost
were
like
like,
a
you know what?
religion.
I'm not super down with the church, so I'm gonna create a crew with you.
Right.
Like let's just say it was us 3. We're like, hey, I'm not really into the church thing,
Yeah.
but like, hey, I'm into you guys. I mean, us.
Started as a union.
So like, hey, let's figure out how to be happy,
Yeah.
yeah.
right?
But so here
I mean, that's a nice way to look at it.
Yeah.
There's a little religious tone in there,
there is highly.
True.
Well, they're like,
but it doesn't make sense though.
I
like-
know. It's weird.
But they're kind of integrating the religious tone
I know.
to
Knights of
your
Jerusalem.
crew.
But this is also
yeah,
the-
like,
the-
you know what I mean? Like,
Like, what the fuck?
This is also the offshoot one, the one that broke off, right?
No, this is the Scottish Rite.
yeah,
is
that's
the
the one that
second-
kind of
it's a-
like went off on their or
The
no.
second most popular one on
okay.
Earth.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So
What's the most popular one?
I don't know. I guess regular masonry. I don't know. I mean, I'm
know.
saying the Scottish Rite is one of the most prominent ones on the planet.
Yeah.
So then you get to the 33rd degree, the infamous 33rd degree.
Top.
So
This is Eagle Scout.
this is Eagle Scout. This is Eagle Scout.
This is Jorge.
So the 33rd degree is a supreme honor bestowed only on those who have demonstrated outstanding service to the Brotherhood, as well as professional and personal accomplishments. So you got to be like balling out professionally in order to, like, you can't be like broke.
You can't be a loser.
Like,
You can't be a loser.
like, sorry,
that's
Playboy.
That's the one where all the conspiracies are happening.
Oh,
man.
that's what I'm telling you. Yeah,
That's where all like the fucking
Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, real
Jay-Z was not part of this.
Okay.
No, I think he was allegedly
Illuminati.
part of the Illuminati.
That's Illuminati. This
Yeah.
is the thing, right?
I'm pretty sure he's a Mason.
You could be both.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
that's another episode. We got to do the Illuminati episode.
multiple
Yeah.
fraternities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so aside from the Scottish Rite, which is the one we just went through, there are several other orders with more than 3 degrees, because obviously basic masonry is just at 3 degrees. So there's like the New York Rite with 9 degrees. There's a Swedish Rite that has 10 degrees. So it seems like the difference really between each of these rites of Freemasonry is the degree system, which they use.
Yeah.
So
Which it seems like they kind of make it up depending on where you are.
exactly. So I'm just going to read to you real quick the various rites that I've found, and these are just the different rite systems. So there's the, I don't know how to say this word, Adon Hiramite Rite. There's the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite, which is the one we just went over.
Okay.
Ancient and primitive Rite, Brazilian Rite, French Rite, Moorish Rite, National Mexican Rite.
So-
Ayo.
Hey, represent.
A rite is a religious or other solemn ceremony or act. Second definition, a social custom, practice, or conventional act. So it's like a custom. It's like the Scottish customs, the Scottish practices.
Okay.
Their practices of Freemasonry.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna get into all that stuff, but I did want to get into another thing. I have a little pictorial document here that I'm gonna go through, and I'm actually gonna we'll post this on the socials.
Yeah.
Just because
Put it on the website
just
when the website
because
gets going.
like the insanity of it is just like crazy. So they're like at the bottom, boys, you can see like there's normal Freemasonry at 3 degrees.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so real quick, so the symbol of Freemasonry, the square and compass. Both the square and the compasses are architects' tools and are used in Masonic
Please.
rituals as emblems to teach symbolic lessons.
So there's all these different orders, and like just so you know, like and like I said, we'll post this. Is that this is just in England and Wales?
Really?
These are all the different ones in just England and Wales.
Describe the image, right?
So the image is pretty much at the bottom. You have craft Freemasonry, which is the basic 3 degrees, which we've already explained. And then there's like 20 offshoots that all, and they flow, it's almost a flow chart.
Yeah.
They'll flow into each other. And then on certain ones that admit all faiths, and the other ones only admit Trinitarian Christians. So a Trinitarian Christian is someone that believes in, and then God, God. It's like there's like the Spirit, God, and the Son, and now they're all one and the same thing. And so that's what a Trinitarian Christian is.
Wow.
Believes that those 3 things are actually one and the same thing,
Okay.
kind of forever in like a circle.
Symbolically 3. Like,
Exactly,
you know,
Trinitarian, like the Trinity,
yeah.
the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
You know, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. That's the Holy Trinity. So some only allow Trinitarian Christians, but it's crazy how it goes. And there's Order of the Secret Monitor, Order of Mark Master Masons, Order of the Holy Royal Arch. It's
So
out of
confusing.
control. There's so many. It's like
Yeah.
it's so convoluted. There's not. It'd be easier if there was. We all believe the same thing.
Right.
But it's there's 70 different belief systems. It's really hard to keep track, and which is why I think it's so weird, because there's like so many things. So, anyways,
That's crazy.
another thing I've noticed, so doing a lot of this research, in Freemason there is a lot of correlation to King Solomon's Temple, like all over the place. They're constantly talking. There's an order of King Solomon's Temple that's everywhere, which is weird. I always thought it was weird. So a quick backstory on how King Solomon's Temple relates to Freemasonry and like why they talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
So according to biblical accounts, the first temple, or King Solomon's Temple, which was apparently the first temple, was located in Jerusalem and completed in 57 BCE. It was under the reign of King Solomon, hence his temple.
Yeah.
So before Solomon, the Hebrew Bible describes the story of Solomon's father, David, who united the Israelites and captured Jerusalem. Solomon's father received messages from God to construct a great temple that would provide a final resting place for the Ark of the Covenant. Boom. So this is a big thing. You go back and like people are always searching for, they were actually searching for King Solomon's temple to find the Ark of the Covenant, so the Ark of the Covenant was an elaborate chest encasing the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments.
That's right.
So it's literally holding Moses' tablets. This big,
Harrison Ford.
You look at it when they open it, you turn to a skeleton.
Nazi! Nazi!
He's like, close your eyes. It's a lot of Nazis in those movies.
Yeah, I know.
Like, really,
They're
there's a lot.
such a good enemy.
I know. It's
Such a
so
good bad
easy to
guy.
hate those
I know.
Aryans.
Yeah.
So this chest would be pretty much within the innermost room of the temple. And so it's like the holiest of holy things. You know, it's a fucking 10 Commandments, holy shit. God made them himself. So King Solomon was known as a determined builder. He enlisted the support of stonemasons to construct the temple on behalf of God's message to his father. So this is how it this is how it ties into the Freemasons.
Yeah.
So scripture indicates that the temple was later looted and destroyed in 586 between 586 and 587 BCE by the Babylonians and King Nebuchadnezzar II.
What dicks.
I know. Well, why not? You're like raid the land. You don't know. You're like, you don't know
it's
it's
gonna
like
be
the
forever.
They're like, what are these fucking stupid rocks?
Yeah.
Break them.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, they don't give a shit.
Fuck
Like,
them.
Yeah. Rape them. Rape all of them.
Rape the bricks.
Yeah.
Like, that's so ridiculous. Rape them all.
I feel like that was the
I know the mentality. Like, rape them. You got a hole, you're getting raped.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Honestly.
So the biblical text describes how the Jews returned to the location of the temple's ruins and they rebuilt what was known as the Second Temple to find that the Ark of the Covenant was gone. So according to Masons, beyond any religious context, which is hard to imagine, the building of this great structure provides a symbolic foundation for the process of self-development in Freemasonry.
Okay.
Masonic tradition and ritual refers to the physical, architectural processes of the temple's creation, but as a way to emulate the possibilities of self-growth and enlightenment. This structure depicts the capabilities of men when they work collaboratively, using the right tools to diligently develop themselves in order to be better for the world. But the one thing I find super, super odd was that if you notice earlier in the episode, we were talking about how Masons had typically been kind of like excluding to Jews, Catholic, and you realize
Blacks and Mexicans.
Yes, King Solomon was the son of King David, who was literally the king of the Jews.
Yeah.
Literally, this is in Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Yeah. This is where Jews originated. They originate from Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So it's so weird how they're basing all their tenets off of the temple of fucking King Solomon.
It's crazy.
And they're all Jewish. They're all Jewish people.
So in this, when you were looking at this, so who are there like famous people who are kind of
that I wanted to get into on the next episode.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you guys as best of an overview, basic, so you just understood the basic principles.
Where it came from and what it is.
Yeah.
So here's what I got from it, because I started listening and not knowing anything.
Yeah.
Actually, not knowing anything. But what I got from it, it's a club like a brotherhood club to achieve better understanding of life.
It seems like that, but it's also like,
doesn't it? Seem
but it
like
also
that?
seems it's a little interesting. You only get rewarded if you're prospering in life.
Yeah,
because you can't advance unless you're killing the game.
Yeah,
which I think is a little weird.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I think like no, because it's okay. You're trying to better each other. You're trying to better yourself. But it's almost, this club emulates life. It's like you only get accepted if you're crushing it. Like, even if you're the best guy in the world.
No, you get accepted. You're saying you don't advance.
I'm saying you can't advance. You can't.
See. Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't matter what you're doing for the community. If you're not prospering at a certain level, they won't let you go up.
Yeah, but because there's a big point, or I don't know what the word is, but like there's a section to it or whatever, that they're also very charitable, right? So if you're not prosperous, you're not killing the game, you're not helping the charitable aspect of them too.
See, but I personally believe that's fucking bullshit.
But isn't it the same in anything?
No, I know. I personally
isn't that the same in anywhere? Any group that you join,
it doesn't mean you're a loser, but it's
let's be honest, right? If you're, maybe at the beginning it's different. You go, hey, I need some help.
Right.
I'm not doing well in my life.
Yeah, you're joining because you want.
But then 10 years in, if you have not changed or done better, then you're kind of, hey.
No, but okay, imagine.
Right?
No, this is
like in any group that you join, you're like, this guy's just fucking
No, but this is
Right. He's
No.
just kind of like fucking here to hang out.
like, the
here.
guys aren't like fucking looking at like for the big picture. Like my thing is like, okay, let's say I join this group. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Let's say for my life, I'm doing great. I'm making 150K. I'm doing happy. I'm living my best life. You're not prospering enough. You can't advance. I'd be like,
So it's up to them.
I'd be like, dick. Yeah. If you're
that's
not
bullshit.
doing,
That's bullshit.
but see, that's what I'm saying. Is if you're not doing
that's
good enough
interesting.
to their standards.
I see
Why
what
would
you're
that
saying.
mean?
I see
Like,
what you're saying.
my family's happy. I'm helping the community.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering. I'm donating money.
So it's
like,
it's-
why am I not good enough for you?
So what you don't like is that there's a council determining what
Exactly.
success is and what
yeah.
Which I think
Yeah.
is bullshit. Success to me may be completely drastically different from success to another person.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
for me, it's sweet. I make $1 million, fucking killing it.
Yeah.
To somebody else, they're making 50K, they're fucking killing it, bro. I'm
Yeah,
dominating.
Yeah, but
or it's not
bullshit,
even
but-
necessarily money related, but it's hey, I have like a family. I'm
I have a
like
family. My
stoked.
family's happy. I can
I have a
provide for my
home.
kids. My kids are going to
Yeah.
good schools.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm in a soccer team. I'm
like
happy.
in general,
I'm stoked.
in general, that success is that's what you're saying.
That might be.
Yeah.
That might
But
be.
also,
what a,
that's
what a
what
marker
that's what I
is.
don't
A
like. That
marker is
someone
for
else
success.
is deciding that
the
you can
success.
advance or not based on what they believe.
I see.
Is what is success.
Because the council has to approve
Yeah,
your
That-
progress.
You're talking about to move up to these different levels that they
exactly.
got
To
going on.
move up to the degrees.
And,
yeah.
and is
I
that
see
the
what you
same
mean.
for like every branch, whether you're talking about the Scottish or the English or
No,
I
it
guess
seems
the
to be
American, which we didn't even get into?
every branch you have to from the higher ups have to approve you moving up through the ranks.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
Which is
It sounds
what
like
I don't
it
like.
sounds like almost like you're in
It's
a
like-
dojo and you have to prove that you're ready for brown belt.
Exactly. That's what.
Not,
And
not
so you
even
have to
because
cut
like
it.
at least you know what the fuck to do.
No, but see, this is
Yeah,
more
but
like
even
this is like a corporation.
vagary of that.
Imagine,
Yeah, true,
imagine
true.
being a big corporate company, and they're like, well, you didn't make the cut this time, no promotion.
That's exactly that's
That's
exactly
right.
the fucking big corporation,
and
just
they
like
fucking
fucking
sign,
corporate
and they're
bullshit.
well, we reviewed your and
You're not
it's
ready to
it's
climb
not-
the corporate ladder.
We're still you're doing great, but
Yeah.
you're still an apprentice.
Right.
So
You're not that
you're
successful.
not gonna. Yeah, we've decided the Supreme Council has looked it over.
Yeah.
But that's where you get into the whole politics of this shit and how you gotta be there to build this camaraderie and these connections or whatever. It's, it's who you know a lot.
See, that's why I don't think it's camaraderie. I think
because
camaraderie is bullshit. I think it's a system of it's a political system.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Of it. It's a political system of the who's who. If you get all the people who know all the right people all together,
I mean, I
then
guess
you can
that's what I
start.
meant.
Then you
Like,
can start making
maybe
moves.
not camaraderie, but the whole connection.
Oh, it's the
yeah.
connections.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I meant.
But it seems like that
And
people
it's like-
join
Uh-huh.
for the camaraderie, though.
I feel like on the lower levels,
Yeah,
it's like your bros. Are like,
Fucking
Go hang
frat.
out with you.
we're going bowling
And
on
like,
Tuesday,
yeah.
tonight, boy. Like,
Yeah, and you want to get a polo, and you want to get a, you know what I mean?
Members-
that's
members
what I feel
only
like.
jacket.
That's,
members only, bitch.
I feel like the intentions are good. They're trying to like be like it's like a crew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
No,
they
but-
fucking promote, like.
But why
I feel like it's what you're talking about. It's no. We can get a bunch
I
of
feel
people
like
in
it's
here.
very bureaucratic. Eric, I feel like in the beginning it was great, but then they started letting non-Masons in, and they were like, "Ooh,
Yeah. But
like,
isn't
if
that
we
the
can get
story of
if we
life?
can get
Like,
enough people in, if we can get enough high-level motherfuckers, it reminds me of imagine being at like I've never been there, so
Yeah.
I'm not an expert. Imagine being at Harvard or Yale or something. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're at Harvard or Yale, and you're trying to get into one of these fraternities, right?
Right.
It's not they let you in because you're a cool guy.
Yeah.
You know,
You have
they're like
parents
checking your fucking
and
resume and
this
shit.
and
They're
that.
like,
You
you
were
were
from Mexico
You were
City.
in a fraternity.
yeah, but I went to
No,
University of Cincinnati, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no,
no
I
one
know,
gave a
I
shit
know.
there.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
No,
what,
but it was still something.
It was
what did
something-
you
still a
guys
thing.
like?
No, it was for the camaraderie. Like that was
That's why,
actually
right?
for friends. I still talk to my fraternity brothers. Like
Oh, yeah.
they're still my friends to this day. But like, it had nothing to do with anything other than
Yeah.
just being friends.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
what about
so
when
the
you let
entry
people in,
level.
though?
That's what I'm saying, though. The entry level was because
No,
he
but see-
wanted that.
No, but see, with my fraternity, there are no degree. There, you don't.
nothing.
There's
yeah.
nothing.
There's no
to,
levels.
There's nothing to
like
move up
you're
to.
in or you're out.
You're in, and then you just party, and then you leave, and
Yeah.
then that's
Yeah.
all it
Yeah.
is. That's it. There's
I know.
nothing else.
It's more like a lifelong.
Yeah, it's like you tail, and then you like still
I know.
text your
But I
friends. You're like,
do-
hey, buddy, you doing
I,
good?
I,
Like,
I do believe that there was good intentions at the
no,
beginning.
I think in the beginning for sure.
you know what I mean?
In
They were like,
1717, they had great
yeah.
intentions.
Just saying, like, I'm just
you
saying,
are
like,
going
on
to
the
be worse
outside,
after this.
on the outside, it sounds like they're trying to just make people better.
But okay, Eric, which I totally agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I 100% agree with you, but let me just roll this back.
Yeah.
Name me one organization in the history of mankind that was outwardly promoting to make you worse.
The Crips.
I got it. So
and the
it's like a
Bloods.
trickery.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Why would
Yeah,
they
I know
say
what you mean.
we're
They're
here
not
to
gonna
make you not? You're gonna be worse after being with us.
Yeah, they're not going
Like,
to outwardly.
No, I'm saying like obviously
I get
that,
what you're saying.
like everyone
I
is
do get
going to
what you're saying.
PR to be
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I get what
Everyone.
you're saying.
But I'm in full agreement with you. Obviously,
Yeah.
like anything that promotes being a better person is I will
Like,
listen
how can
to
you
it.
shit on it? You know what I mean? That's my theory, right? But I agree
But
with
I
you.
do believe it's PR.
I know what you're saying.
I think it's PR.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I
Yes.
actually totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, because
Anyway.
because it's not like, you know, even the Ku Klux Klan are not like, hey, like we hate black people.
Well, they are like that. Yes,
No, but
No.
they're
They
like
don't
no,
they don't
none of
promote it
their
like that.
promotional items.
oh, they're like we promote the
Yes.
sanctity of
Yeah.
of white
Oh,
males.
brotherhood.
Yes, exactly.
The brotherhood
I'm
and the
just saying, I
fraternity.
agree with you.
Yeah,
I
okay.
understand what
yeah,
you're saying.
even they are like
Like even the extreme does not necessarily
even the Nazis
say.
are like very inclusive.
Yes.
Very inclusive.
All I'm saying is I do understand. And I do agree with
Yeah,
you.
so that's
You
what I'm saying.
The Masons, what are the actions that they have done that is horrible?
We're gonna get into that later.
Yeah.
So when the KKK,
He's looking it up
Eric,
right now on his.
When the KKK does that shit, they're doing it in their uniforms. Like,
Yeah, so the
it's
Masons
not
all
that,
hidden.
It's not that Masons
Yes.
are like
The
wearing
Masons
like
hidden.
they're
Exactly.
Is that the idea?
It's a secret
It's one of them.
society,
All right,
bro.
so we're gonna do another episode.
It's a secret
Fuck
society.
yes.
Oh, we're gonna do that.
Have we
All right.
gone over any conspiracies, Eric?
No, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't.
What would
Well, that's
make
what I
you
was saying.
believe-
Like we're an hour in, and I'm like, this is fucking dope.
Okay,
I'm fucking in.
Sign me
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
So-
like you got an email address. Or,
please tune in next Tuesday
Oh, you have to.
because
no.
we're gonna make Eric
do back-to-backs.
look like an
Yeah.
idiot. So next Tuesday, follow up because this is fucking insane.
I'm pretty sure George Washington was a Freemason.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
And
Founding father,
Thomas Jefferson.
you know,
A lot
founding
more.
father.
I think
A
Thomas
lot.
Jefferson.
A lot
guy.
more.
Yeah,
You
So
guys-
we're gonna get into.
So we'll get into
we're gonna
that,
get
yeah.
into all the famous. Well, the
Okay.
famous people we can find connected to Freemasonry.
Right.
We're gonna get into
Yeah.
conspiracy for Freemasonry.
Nick Cage.
Potential rituals of Freemasonry. We're gonna get all the juicy
Yeah.
shit. I just wanted to give you guys backstory,
That
just so
makes
we could
sense.
lay the land.
That makes
And
sense.
then, so tune in next episode.
So it's gonna be
we're
like a
get into the
two-parter.
juice.
We're gonna do a two-parter.
Yeah, we're
on
in
this.
two-parter. We're gonna get into the
Yeah.
juice. Maybe three-part, depending on how much shit I could dig up.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Sounds
we'll,
good.
we'll see you guys next time.
It's been awesome.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, everybody. Thanks a bunch. Nighty night. Hey, guys, I wanted to give you an update before getting on to the next episode. We had a couple listeners, really cool listeners, reach out who are Masons. One in particular really helped answer some questions, and we did get some things wrong. And so, you know, sometimes it happens, and we just wanted to be upfront and say these are some of the things that we got wrong in this episode. So that way we get this right and we learn as much as we can. One of the things is Masons do not exclude anyone because of faith or because of race. So I think we made a couple jokes in there about that. Here are a couple of the basic things that are required for you to join. You need to be a good moral character and who believe in a supreme being. Now, what supreme being, it doesn't necessarily matter as long as it's a supreme being of some sort. You don't have to be sponsored. You don't have to be related to a Mason. Freemasons don't actively recruit people, and they don't actively ask for people to join. Really, it's about your free will, your own free will, and you asking. You then get interviewed, including meeting family, background checks, criminal history, etc. Sometimes your membership can be denied because of that stuff. So one of the big things that were brought up as something that we were wrong and we joked a lot about was not having alcohol in the lodges. We joked about that quite a bit, but that is something that is not allowed in the lodges. There are some things out there that are not official Masonry. These can be considered clandestine and fake. The third degree is the highest. Whether someone receives the 33rd degree or not, there's no higher degree than the third degree. The 33rd degree Mason is well respected, but it is not higher than the actual third degree Mason. There's no talk allowed about religion or politics. It's a neutral organization that focuses on friendship and social interaction. This is from one of our listeners, and he sent a very personal message about what it means to him to be a Mason, and I thought it was pretty great and worth a read. Each person would have a different answer, so I can only give you my answer. I joined because of the history. I am a huge history buff and wanted to join to be part of something that so many historical figures were a part of. What I found has forever changed my life for the better. Being a Mason is a lifelong journey and commitment. I was welcomed into a group of strangers like I was family, and I am forever grateful to those I now call my brothers. I know that any help I would need is just a phone call away. Pretty great. Anyway, so sometimes we get things wrong, and we just wanted to add some of that info just straight from Freemasons. So we love it. Keep reaching out. Talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to reach out to us, please email us at info@theconspiracypodcast.com. You can check us out on Instagram at A Conspiracy Podcast. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You can catch a new podcast almost every week. Just hit the little subscribe button at the top. It's a plus sign. We love show ideas, corrections, hate mail. Thanks a bunch.